Hi again. Okay, got a smart car, 450 Brabus. Got an oil leak. The oil leak is at the sump, which is underneath, which we've cleaned up and found the culprit. I'll show you now. This is under the car, jacked up. Okay.
You got the cloth?
The cloth is... No, you've got the cloth. Behind your head. Oil leak is just there. It's got a hole inside the sump, which is making it leak quite a bit. So we're going to change the sump today. I'll show you what we need. Obviously we need to get off. Let's get underneath. Alright, we will need to take off the bolts, which is about 14 bolts, small ones. These ones, I believe, I'll have to double check and let you know what they are, but the leak is just here. So we fixed that. We've guided you through the process. Okay, the parts we've got: oil filter. I bought it as a kit, so we've got the oil, 3 litres of oil, which is Granville hypalube C3 fully synthetic 5W30. Got this oil filter here, which is made by QH. The reference number is that QFL 0048. So 3 litres oil filter. Got brand new bolts for the sump. Again, code number will be somewhere here. Found them on eBay. So there's the code number there. I believe it's... I'll put the code in the comment just to be safe once I found it off eBay. And then the gasket was supplied by Smart Mods, which is the best way forward. Don't do the tube gasket. You're better off going with this gasket off Smart Mods for this car. And then we've got a sump here with a drain bolt, which the original Mercedes Smart don't provide. So that's all our kit will need. First of all, we'll need to drain the oil. And the only way to drain the oil from this, because it hasn't got a drain plug, is obviously take this dipstick out off. This is my son, he's helping me out. So that's where the dipstick came out of, and we'll be putting the pipe down there and draining the old oil out, so there's no oil when we remove the sump. So we'll do that next, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, back underneath the smart car, you can see taken all the bolts off. All the bolts have come off. So there's 14 bolts in total to get the sump off. There's a leak there where the cloth is, so I've put the cloth there to stop the leak. But now we need to pry the sump off, which I've started this in this corner, and I'm going to slowly pry it along the edge to get the sump off. We've got the hole over here. Be careful with the nuts. Be careful with the nuts, as these ones were really badly rusted and they ended up like this. So I had rounded off one there, which I had to tap with a hammer to get off. Okay, managed to get the sump off. There's the old sump. I've made sure I couldn't get the oil out. My electric pump decided to play up, so I have to buy a new electric pump. But that's what you need to drain this oil out the sump through where I showed you earlier. I pried off from this edge here first with a chisel. Use this chisel to do it. So I just hammered slowly on this edge here, and then it got a bit free, and then my son pushed it downwards from this edge slowly. With the chisel we pried it and it started moving, and then the rest of it we just opened up, put the tray underneath just to make sure there's not a mess. And now we're gonna clean the edges of all the old sealant they had on. So we'll do that, and then obviously we take off the oil filter. I should have done that. If I took the oil out through the top, I would have opened this up, taken the filter out, and then I would have done the hammering of the edges to get the seal loose. And yeah, all right, so that's that done. I'm just going to clean the edges, get as much of this old seal off as we can, and then put the new sump on and then put the oil in. Okay, using this tool, sealant removing tool or blade, this one, I've managed to clear most of the sealant around the edges where the gasket's going to sit. So that should do the job, hopefully. It was much easier, and the best way to do it is to scrape from inside out, go from inside outwards. So you're pushing this way across and then going that way, pushing that way across. So I've done that with all of it, so there shouldn't be no rubber that's inside the sump. Just use a bit of brake clean to clean it up, and then put the seal on and put it back together. Okay, we're putting the sump back on, but what I found easier was put the gasket on and put the screws in. So it goes like this. So the gasket's there with the screws in, and then we're gonna feed it in and do screw from one side, then go straight to the opposite side, and then like this basically. Just keep on screwing it from in a circle basically, but opposite sides. So you want to screw from one side and then make sure you do the opposite side, then work your way around basically, and just go opposite sides. And I think and I believe the torque is 12 Nm, Newton meters. There we go, I've already set it on this one, so that's set on 12 there, as you can see. It's set on 12. Okay, we've got the new sump in, all the new screws put on. There's 12 Newton meters tightness. I've taken out the oil filter, which is just fallen there. It's the old oil filter, new oil filter. We need to, obviously we've got a new rubber seal for this lid, which goes around here, just where my finger is, around there. You put the new seal there. So I've done that. I'll put the new filter in. Okay, and I just put the lid back on, and that's that done. Okay, the car's running. We've topped it up with 2.5 litres of oil, and just started the engine, checked for any leaks. So we've left the cardboard underneath to see if there'll be any leaks, but so far so good. So yeah, engine temperature's still low right now, so we can wait for it to heat up, and then yeah, so it looks so good so far. Everything's done, no leaks, and that was it. It took us about 2-3 hours. We had slight problems, but other than that it was okay. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and leave any comments. Thank you.